welcome back to Lisanna Does Things. I'm so happy that you're here because we're going to talk today all about manifestation and what it is and how to attract it in your life so you can have your goals, your dreams, and your desires come into your life and be real, and how to attract happiness, wealth, and success all in 2021. So I'm going to talk a lot about the law of attraction and manifestation, and they're two terms that go hand in hand. So manifesting something is literally bringing it into your life. Like, it's usually like a thought, an idea, a desire that's in your head that you want, and you're literally hoping, wishing, dreaming that it happens in real life. So an example would be hitting the lottery, which is a really popular one, or hoping that the right man comes into your life. So there's a lot of things that you can put out into the universe and God will give it back to you. There is no scientific proof that the law of attraction is real, so it's something that you really have to believe. I know it's happened to me a couple times, and I'll share some experiences about me and how it's happened to celebrities. Celebrities are the biggest example of how the law of attraction works, and how, how changing your mindset, how hard work and determination really are key factors in the way that you achieve your success, your happiness, and your wealth. About 2 years ago, I had gone to the ER for something small, but I didn't have health insurance, so everything that was done I had to pay for out of pocket. So I got a bill for $1,000, and at the time I couldn't pay for it, so I asked for an itemized bill. And whenever you get a bill, a health insurance bill, you definitely want to ask for an itemized bill, and it literally breaks down everything that they did. Somehow miraculously everything is like, an error, and your bill actually turns into like $500 or something. Whatever the case was, they never ever sent me the itemized bill, so I ended up paying the full $1,000. And at the time I was reading something about the law of attraction and manifesting things into your life, and I wrote a check to myself for $1,000, and it said, pay to the order of Lisanna, and it was paid by the universe, and I wrote $1,000 USD, and I had that check and I kept it in my wallet for a really long time. And whenever I would look at it, I would believe, oh, I have to go cash that check. Clearly it's not a real check, it's just like a fake check that I printed on Google, and I had it in my wallet. And I got a check in the mail from the hospital for $800. It wasn't the full $1,000, but it was $800 because they made a mistake on my bill and they were giving me back the money that I overpaid. Like, I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but that was totally the universe working at its best, and that was definitely the law of attraction. Every time I saw that in my little wallet, I would be like, okay, I have to go cash it. It wasn't the exact 1,000, but like pretty close, right? I talked about this a lot in my other video, but I totally believe in vision boards. They totally work. Back in 2017 or 2018, I wanted to buy a house, and that was my dream, that was my goal, that was my life plan. And maybe I'll save this for another story time because it's a lot of information, but I had student loans, about $40,000 worth of student loans, and I thought, student loans is just something that the bank would understand because it's like kind of like a lifelong debt, but I'm making good money, like I can do everything and I can get this house. I applied for the I can't remember what it's called, for the bank to see how much I would qualify for a loan, and I was denied because my student loans were ridiculous. So in my vision board that year, I made a ton of little pictures that were related to like student debt and how to pay off debts and money. So that year I made so much money. I paid down my student loans within 8 or 9 months. And I just worked so hard. It's because my vision board, I placed it right on top of my work computer. So every time I would sit down, I looked at it in the morning. Right before I left, I looked at it, and throughout the day, it was just there. So little things and little actions like went into my subconscious mind and attracted it. So it really did work. Like, I'm happy to talk about that experience if you guys are interested. I don't know if that should be a story time for next time, but it worked, and then a year later I applied again and I got approved. And every time I kept applying for oh my gosh, what is the word I'm looking for? It's that letter that you need from the bank to let you know how much you're approved for. And every time I got a number, it would just get higher and higher and higher. So just something to think about. Jack Ma is also a really good example of this. This man was born into like a really poor Chinese family. He failed his college entrance exam twice. He applied to get a job at KFC, and out of the 24 people that applied, he was the only one who didn't get the job. Like, he was denied from like so many things. You just totally look into his story. Like, he is like a true entrepreneur, and now he's worth millions of dollars. He is the CEO of Alibaba, the online marketplace where people shop. And it's just, there's a lot of themes that people see coming up when it's like the law of attraction. It's like, you have to know that this is something you really believe in and that you really want, and hard work in your mindset, like your mindset is really what's holding you back if you can't achieve your goals. You have to be positive, practice gratitude, and make sure that like you really are believing that this is real, that this is happening, and you're gonna get to that goal, and visualize it, that it's happening. So there's a couple of books that touch on this, and they're really great. I've read Think and Grow Rich, and that book talks about the law of attraction to the fullest and how to manifest things and different experiences that people have had in the past where you're kind of like, whoa, that is crazy. There's also The Secret and The Law of Attraction. I haven't read those two, but I heard they're really good and should be available on YouTube. If you look for The Law of Attraction audiobook on YouTube, it should pop up for free. Think and Grow Rich is definitely on there for free, and I used to listen to the audiobook on my way to work. So that was great. The biggest thing to achieve your goals through the law of attraction and manifesting them is to change your mindset. There's a couple different ways that we can change your mindset. The first one is the 21-90 rule. It says that it takes 21 days to build a habit and 90 days to build a lifestyle. So the first 21 days are the hardest because you don't want to do it. You're putting excuses in your head. You miss a day and you're like, oh my gosh, I give up, or I have to start all over again. Literally be kind to yourself and do the best that you can in those 21 days. And after day 22, and for some people, I think it goes up to like day 83, but depending, the numbers are 21 and 90. After the first 21 days, you've already built a habit. So it's easier for you to maintain that. And if you're already doing that for another 90 days, then you've already built a lifestyle that's already like normalized in your daily routines, and you're able to do it. I've talked about vision boards a lot and how to visualize your dreams. You really want to look at it and manifest it by saying, I already did that. Or, if your dream is to get a car, then visualize yourself in that car. Have lots of pictures of cars, have lots of pictures of your deed of the car, if that's what it's called. And really like close your eyes and just think, okay, I'm driving my car and I'm pulling up into my home and I'm locking the doors to my car, things like that. Another good way is journaling. I don't know too much about it. I try to do it, but it just never ends up working for me. But journaling is writing things in the future as if they have already happened. So if your goal is to start a business, journaling would sound something like, today I sold over 100 pairs of jeans and I've made X amount of profit. I'm so happy. I was just introduced to another person who would like to collaborate with me, and we are doing big things with our company. We have reached over 2 million followers on Instagram, and I am so happy and grateful for each person that subscribed, things like that. Even though you probably haven't even started your business, haven't even looked into it, whatever it is, journal. And journaling does help from what people say. Affirmations are really positive ways to bring things into your life, because, eventually you're just going to repeat these things so much, even if you don't believe them, that your mind and your subconscious will ultimately believe it. So get in the habit of just practicing affirmations throughout the day. For example, money affirmations might sound like, I am open to receiving unexpected amounts of money into my life. I am a money magnet. I make money. I accept money and health into my life. I accept an abundance of wealth into my life. I attract money. Things like that. You want to, bring it in and really believe it. Meditation is also a key part of manifesting your goals. Take a few minutes to just sit down quietly and reflect on your thoughts and reflect on your goals and dreams that you really want to bring into your life. Again, it's all about training your subconscious and influencing your subconscious to internalize that and believe it and make it happen so these things can come to you. And most importantly is to stay positive and practice gratitude. There is no such thing as manifesting things if you're in a nasty mood. No, nothing good will come of that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're thinking negative thoughts, negative things happen. So make sure that you're practicing gratitude. For me, myself, every time I get a new subscriber, I'm so thankful. I say, wow, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I am so happy to have you here. And I really do. I open most of my videos up by saying, hey dolls, welcome back to Lisanna Does Things. I'm so happy to have you here because you guys are the ones who help me achieve my dreams and my success. So by manifesting that, I am manifesting more subscribers. I am manifesting more people who are engaged with my content. And I'm practicing gratitude and being thankful and being positive. Does that make sense? And it feels super silly in the beginning to kind of think about these things if they haven't already happened or if you're trying to train yourself to be happy. But really feel it and believe it, because eventually it will start to feel real and it will start to change your mood and your mindset as time goes on. Really envision yourself and be specific about your desires. You really have to really think about it and be as detailed as possible just so these things can happen. And keep an attitude of, you know, it's in God's hands now. God and the universe will bring it to you, so you don't have to worry about anything. Don't be desperate. If you're, for example, trying to pay like a student loan and you just feel like you've been throwing money into that money bucket and that number just hasn't changed, don't be desperate. Like, it's gonna happen. And you get to that point where it's just kind of like, oh, like, this is what my life is right now. I'm just paying bills. But you're paying bills for a good reason, and you're bringing down the number of student debt that you have, and eventually it will get paid off. So envision yourself in a positive state that, yes, every dollar is making a difference, because it really is. So it's all about changing your mindset. It's all about manifesting these things and visualizing and believing it. Go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, and you can join the dog collection where I upload all things glam and fabulous, from skincare routines to DIY and more, so you don't miss a beat.